Greetings and welcome to Educational TV. Blessings to all of our subscribers and always here for the first time. Please hit the subscribe button and leave your comment down below. Yes, people, JAMAICA say the world on a level. Yeah. 18-year-old family of Shaddai Mackenzie say they are filled with grief and still trying to find out what led to her gruesome murder. People, terrible, man, terrible when you hear this story. Her decomposing body was found along the Dawkins Pen main road in the parish of Clarendon, where she is from. Shada is the mother of a 6 weeks old baby and live with her boyfriend, who is in custody by the police, not charged and not treated as a suspect yet. Police is waiting an autopsy to determine the cause of death because she was brutally murdered. And her body was in a decomposing state. Now, people, when we hear these things happen, and this gruesome murder, we have to check ourselves, man. You know what I'm saying? And see what kind of world are we living in? Why are these people so wicked? You know what I'm saying? The minds of the people are wicked. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Because, no, the family of Shada Mackenzie says she's a dedicated mother. You know what I'm saying? She's an 18-year-old and a dedicated mother. And she lived with her boyfriend. And she found missing. She was missing for a few days until they find her decomposing body murdered. Now, when we look at this case, I know, people, her boyfriend, to me, that is just my belief, people. That is just my personal belief. Your belief can be different than mine. But how I look at it, I have a strong feeling that this baby father murdered his baby mother. Because, people, if I have my baby mother, and she just have a 6 weeks old baby, I personally have to know everywhere she going. You know what I'm saying? Because, she's a young mother. You know what I'm saying? She have a young kid. That means, as a father, you're supposed to be interested into your baby mother. You know what I say? Because that's your kid. You know what I said? That's your baby mother. You know what I'm saying? So anywhere she's going, whether to the post office, whether to the grocery store, whether to the market, I could be giving a count and said, yes, she went there, if we could get some knick-knack at the store or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But this thing just looked kind of fishy. You know what I'm saying? That she wasn't even murdered with her baby. You know what I'm saying? That's telling me, people, that her baby father, and that's just my belief, is the culprit. You know what I'm saying? He's in custody. The police don't charge him as yet. And the police not treated him as a suspect as yet either, because the police are waiting on the autopsy to know what was the cause of death, because her body was found in a very decomposing state. You know what I'm saying? People, there must be somebody knew what happened to this young lady, this young mother. You know what I'm saying? And it hurt my heart when her sister says the 6-week-old baby is crying for her mother milk. People, this is sad. Can it get any worse than this, people? Oh my God, this is the worst of the worstest, things you can hear or read. You know what I'm saying? These people are some cold-blooded murderers. They are some cold. And I said before, I make a video before and I says, it's time now in Jamaica, people have to have community watch. And people have to organize themselves in the community and know about everyone that live in the community and the activity that's going on in your community. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have community watch, these things will keep happening over and over. And these people who live in this community and are protecting these cold-blooded murderer, you people are playing Russian roulette, because it could be your mom next, it could be your sister next, it could be your nieces next, it could be your dad next, it could be your uncle next. So when you have these cold-blooded murderers in your community, you gotta speak up and let the police take care of them and put them where they belong, behind the bars. I mean, into the big house. Because people, this cannot continue like this. It just cannot continue like this. This is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what can an 18-year-old young mother do so much that she have to get this gruesome murder? Tell me. You know what I'm saying? In no way, no family want to experience this type of, just imagine what his mom and his family, sisters, brothers, father and uncles going through to see their loved one murdered by this culprit. And people, as I said, I really never like to point out my fingers on anyone. But in this case, I honestly believe the baby father is the culprit in this case. You know what I'm saying? I honestly believe. You know what I'm saying? Because if you have your young baby and your mom and the young mother, you're supposed to be the man. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be the man to protect her. You know what I mean? Know where she's going. She can't just miss it like that for a few days and then just get murdered. No. Something is fishy in this one. And I only hope the police come up with the right culprit and put him where he belongs, behind bars, in the big house. You know what I'm saying? And the next case we'll talk about today, people, is returning resident. Been dying every year. Every year, returning resident. This is sick, people. This is so sick, man. Like, every time we look at the Star, I go online and read the news. These are the news that, strike our eyes over and over and over again. Returning residents die again. It's been said, people, that this returning resident, 67-year-old Yvonne Gale, returning resident from England, murdered in St. Toulouse, Manchester, in her dream house. In her dream house. She was only able to spend 3 weeks after working so hard in England, which is cold. 3 weeks in her dream house she was able to spend. Her body was viciously chopped. Viciously chopped. Found by her common law husband. Another case again that have with head shaking, people. This one It's another case that have a head shaken. Found by her common law husband. You know, people, I'm telling you, man, this is very, very sick. I can't come to it that a 67-year-old returning resident who want to build her dream house and finally build her dream house and was only able to spend 3 weeks and she was murdered in her dream house and found by her common law husband. And, you know, people, this is sad. This is sad. And that's why I says, people who knows about this murder and this culprit that you have in your community and in the parish, it's time you make the police eradicate them and get them out of the community and send them where they belong. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not it's not the first time a returning resident is dying in this community either. You know what I'm saying? And we see it year by year, people, returning residents keep dying. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, people, this might sound very, very sad, but I'm going to tell you, most of these murders with returning residents, I'm telling you, family cause a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? Family. You know what I'm saying? Family take part in most of these murders a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because family is the only person sometimes that know your whereabouts, know most information about you, know when you're going to the bank, when you're coming back, when you're at home by yourself, and all of these things. Family sometimes are the culprits in most of these returning resident cases. Believe you me. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people, it's sad to say, but strangers are better than families most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Because now tell me now, a 67-year-old woman, retiree, return back home in the land of paradise. Because people, Jamaica is one of the best countries in the world. The one of the best countries in the world, bar none, to live. Believe me, we have every resources for what a human being want to live. You know what I'm saying? But all we need, people, is to clean out all of these cold-blooded murderers, whether they are your family, your cousin, your brother, your son, whatever. Snitch on them and get them out. You know what I'm saying? And bring back the country where it was once was. You know what I'm saying, people? Because there's thousands and thousands of retirees right around the world who are Jamaicans and want to return home, but they are so much afraid because they think they're going to be the next victim. And this is sad. You know what I'm saying? And the only way we can solve this problem, we have to help ourselves. You know what I mean? Nobody not going to help us. We have to help ourselves. And this is a community, parish, and the whole country have to come together and eradicate these cold-blooded murderers out of the system once and for all, put them behind bars where they belong. You know what I'm saying? Or your family gonna be the next victim. People is scared to come back home. You know what I'm saying? You have people who presently live in Jamaica right now, and they are afraid to go certain places. You have people who don't go to Kingston. You have people who don't go to Montego Bay. You have people who don't want to go to Clarendon again. You know what I'm saying? People not enjoy the island as how they usually enjoy it before, where you could go anywhere and have no fear. No people just stay in a them little community. It's compulsory if somebody have to go to Kingston, maybe for some documents or some stuff like that. You know what I mean? But other than that, people just stay in them community. And we keep hearing this returning residents keep dying. People, we gotta look into ourselves. And as I said again, most of these murders with returning residents are by families. Believe you me. You know what I'm saying? So people, leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. And, you know, that's just my piece, you know what I'm saying? That's just what I believe, you know what I'm saying? One God, one aim, one destiny.